Ooh, what a build-up, huh? Let's, I don't know. Let's try there. Let's turn it up to there. Hello. Welcome. I'm your host, Lazarus. Look at that guy playing those giant drums. Dude, that looks fun. I'm not going to lie. Like every time I'm doing this particular soundtrack, Endless Space 2, as background music for something, man, I end up just watching this part. Like, I just can't help it. These dudes are very serious. Like, just like that. Boom. Boom. Anyway, hello and welcome. We got a new comic book day here with a mysterious brown paper bag. If you've seen previous new comic book days the last couple of weeks, you know exactly what's on the brown paper bag. Now, let me get my notebook out of here. See? My notebook, wherein I keep my stuff. And there's a receipt. Oh, hey, I got a little slip for orders. We'll take a look at this when we're done streaming, or when we're done with the rest of the stream. Let's just put this right here. And I hope you all are having, a great one. If you're not having a great one, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, you should have a great one. Like, as you go through your life, and you're thinking to yourself, boy, should I have a great one or not have a great one? Make the choice. Make the call. Go the distance. Be yourself. Make it happen. Be the great one. Have a great one. I need to get more light in here, I think, is something I got to work on. I got to break down and get a ring light so that, see how there's like graininess over here? That's a lack of light with the camera settings that I have right now. It was either lack of light, causes some grain and noise, or we would drop below like 30 FPS or whatever. So I went with what I thought was the lesser of two evils there. Let me go tweet out that we are live. It should just take me a second here. Let's see. Go to YouTube. Get the linky link. Oh, yeah. There it is. There's the link. And you know what? While I'm doing this, have a book. Look at that book. All right? I don't know anything about that book, but I own that book. Take grain, the lesser two evils. You're picking a pun. And there's some saying about like he who picks a pun picks a pox or something like that. Like, you're going there, Ninja Weasel. You've chosen to go that way, to find that path. Come on by. All right, there we go. There we go. So hello and welcome. It's officially official. We are lively and live. Alive, double live. And here on today's stream, we're going to talk about new comic books. If you're just joining us right now, and you've ever been here before, and you've been like, man, I like hanging out on that guy's stream, somewhere, like down under here, there's a like button. Go ahead and smack that thing to get that like in, Be a likable sort of person. All right, let me get this off the chat. There we go. And we are going to go ahead. 4 minutes in. Yeah, this is perfect time. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to hit the countdown thingy. And then we'll get started for real. Let's do it. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Lazarus. And we got, oh man, the countdown, your favorite segment. Hello, XLG. That may be your favorite segment, but mine is watching these dudes over here. No, that's a lie. I just like watching. I'm fascinated by like people that are good at stuff doing it. It's always fun to watch. Hopefully, I'm good at something, and you enjoy watching me do something. If not, I'm doing it wrong. But Little Monsters, number 2 of 6. Wasn't this a movie or something? That sure looks like Fred Savage, and that sure looks like Howie Mandel right there. I'm looking this up. 1989 film directed by Richard Allen Greenberg. I've never seen this movie, but I must have seen like a trailer for it or something. Or I just remember the poster here. Like, look at this. I was right, it is Howie Mandel. That was indeed a movie. We're discovering. We're living the dream right now. Brian Stevenson, 11-year-old boy and his family, just moved to suburban Boston. Well, that's a mistake. And he feels isolated. One morning, Brian finds himself blamed and wrongfully punished himself things he did not do. Instead of innocence, he blames his 8-year-old younger brother who had seen a monster the night before. At school, Brian gets into a fight with bully Ronnie Coleman. That night, upon returning to Eric's room to sleep for a bet, Brian finds the room in shambles, sees the TV remote supernaturally slide and disappear under the bed. The next morning, Eric and his friend Todd find Brian on the living room couch and joke about Brian being able to sleep the entire night in Eric's room. Brian bets Eric double or nothing sleep in Eric's room. And leaves Doritos. Right there. Right there. That sounds like the good setup to a movie. Brian succeeds in trapping the monster, a blue-skinned humanoid named Maurice. Though scared, Brian soon discovers he and Maurice share the same interests and befriends him. One night, Maurice brings Brian alongside the monster to the bedroom of an infant baby named Scarrett. Finding this to be cruel, Brian opens the bedroom door, so the hallway light to the baby's bedroom, but he only learns that he's turned into a monster as his body parts shrink when the light hits him. Dude, I've never seen this before. Unfortunately, Brian and the others find they cannot return home because the sun has risen, faces the prospect of turning to monsters. They do not return to the human world by sunrise. Should travel in the monster world from the eastern time zone to Malibu, where the sun has not yet risen, and they manage to escape. Before entering the human world, Brian shares a heartfelt goodbye with Maurice because Brian has led the best of a minnow, promising to meet again with them someday. The kids surrender to a payphone. Brian calls home to say that he and Eric are in Malibu and begins to explain their story to their parents. Oh, no! Oh, that's terrible. How do you explain that one? Yeah, hi, Mom. I'm in Malibu. I'm in Malibu, Mom. It's okay. It's perfectly normal that I'm in Malibu. Let's crack this open and take a look at it. I don't know anything about this except what we just read. Well, Maurice is looking pretty cool. Cover photo, Fred Savage as Brian Stevenson and Howie Mandel as Maurice. Compliments of United Artists. Oh, man, Airwolf. Now, there was a game. Hold on, I got a bag I had to move there. Part of being a killer monster is realizing your limitations, throwing them out the window, and relying entirely on a luck factor. Gum. The flavor lasts and lasts. Ew. Ugh. No wonder he's a monster. Dude, I feel like we just stepped into a Hanna-Barbera cartoon with these guys. These are like the extras from a Scooby-Doo short. Like, they're like a band that showed up or something. He's very angry. Why are there, like, Terminator cops? Like, they got MP on the head, so they're police, right? Why are there Terminator cops here? Were these guys supposed to be like RoboCop? Bet those are poisonous darts. Must be thousands of devils. This looks real weird. I didn't pick this out. My shop man did. He's got like a stack of books this thick that I'm apparently going to be like eaten out of for my free books. Like, he knows nobody else is going to take this garbage except for me. So here we are, taking the garbage. Now, what else do I have for my free books? Oh, I didn't do the spiel, did I? Hello and welcome. When you go to Graham Crackers on Wednesday, which is New Comic Book Day, which is today, you get 3 free books out of the $1 bin. This used to be the 75-cent bin, and it used to be the 50-cent bin, but now $1, please. So I got 3 books for free out of that, although my shop man has chosen the books for me because he knows I like dumb stuff, bad stuff, crazy stuff, and garbage. Here's some more garbage. It's another issue of Little Monsters, but apparently from a different miniseries. Dude, this is like $1.75. What year was this? It said the movie came out in 1989. The What Now caper, the scandal that shook the comic world. Follow Mel Mudd, the comic book detective, in the dark underworld of a comic book company. In this full-length docudrama video, see the comic book characters now comics, find out how comic books are made. You'll be shocked! $30 for a tape? In like $1990? $1989? Oh my lord. Dude, I could have got like, for these 3 books here, I could have got like 4 issues of Spider-Man, alright? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Bedhead. Why is it a different miniseries? Like, why is this one 1 of 3 and this one is 2 of 6? And this is from January. What? Did they make the miniseries longer after the first issue? Hey, that's actually a pretty good cartoon likeness of Fred Savage. Is this by the same artists and stuff? Let's see. Pencils. 1, 2, 3 different pencilers. 1 inker. Only 1 penciler. Okay, well, we're living the dream here, guys. I'm always like, man, I like weird stuff, and oh man, Speed Racer on home video. Is this really a single episode per tape for $20? Wow. These are limited library collector's editions with a one-time run of 10,000 unit seats first come. Yeah, I don't think anybody cared, dude. I don't think anybody cared. Can you believe this? $20 for a single episode? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, okay. I think we spent enough time with this book. Hey, look. It's the Hanna-Barbera band nerds. Check it out, Willie. You got things growing under your bed again. Like, wow. That's one wicked-looking dust bunny. Dude, you guys are high. You've been doing a little too much, okay? Like, it's 1989. This isn't even the 70s anymore. What are you doing wearing this thing right here? This is the wrong decade. Like Speed Racer. Oh, the Speed Racer movie from the Wachowskis is a wonderful cartoon. Man, you know, I'm not even going to finish my thought about these Tiger games. I ain't even going to finish that thought. We're just going to flip the book over. 2 out of 3 books down. What could the 3rd book be? You ready for this? Okay, it's happening. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was right there. It was in between these 2 books. I ended up with it. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I feel like the music got a little louder here on these later songs. We're going to just knock that down a notch. Doggaroo. So, is he a dog? Is he a kangaroo? He appears to be both. This is from Blackthorn Publishing. The Ultimate Collection, the California Raisins. 72 pages of fun for $4.95. Well, there you go. There you go. What more could you want? Crikey, what a beaut. You're severely judging me? Hey, I'm severely judging you, XLG. Because you, my friend, are a judgy Judgerson. Alright? Don't be a judgy Judgerson. Not when you got the California Raisins looking at you, man. Because they heard it through the grapevine. Dude, talk about the 80s. Like, you don't get much more 80s than having a comic book based on a television commercial for raisins. Let's read here. I saw something interesting here. This comic book was printed by Corporation Editorial Maquiladora de BC. I don't know what the BC stands for. In Tijuana. So this book was actually printed in Mexico. Oh, he's a talking dog. Okay. And this very much looks like a 60s cartoon. Bro, I don't know who would pay $2 in like 1988 bucks for this. Like, don't get me wrong, this doesn't look bad, but $2 was a lot of money back then. A Nightmare on Elm Street in 3D this summer from Blackthorn Publishing. Half dog, half kangaroo, all detective, maybe. Oh, now we're talking about some greatness right here. The Noid. Dude, the Noid, the mascot from Domino's Pizza in the late 80s, early 90s, he had his own Nintendo game, okay? It makes sense that he would have his own comic book. Michael Jackson Moonwalker, 3D comic book. Was that their gimmick? These guys did 3D books plus Doggeroo? I guess so. I guess so. What else are you going to do with your life except read Doggeroo in this day and age? Nothing. You know, this is the era of Doggeroo. I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even say it. This is the era of Doggeroo, man. He's coming back. This is going to be big franchise. It's going to take over the world. People are going to be talking about Doggeroo for years to come. We're starting it here. We're starting it now. Doggeroo all the way. Doggeroo forever. If you don't have your own Doggeroo, you better get one. He's a dog that bounces like a kangaroo. He's got a boomerang. He talks. He rescues children. He fights crime. Boom. There's only one problem with this statement, XLG. There's only one problem with that statement. I'm just looking at the inside. Yeah. In the publisher's information down here, it is not formatted the same way that periodicals of the time, which you could subscribe to, like go look at a magazine from the 80s. The info box has a very particular look because they attest in there to the number of subscriptions. That means this book was very likely not sold in the kind of stores a family would go to. This was sold directly to comic book stores, which means that this was being sold primarily to sweaty 20-something, 30-year-old comic book nerds. And they're not paying $2 for this, not when they could go buy, a copy of Watchmen for $1. Not when they could go get, 2 Amazing Spider-Mans for $2. This was not the kind of store or kind of comic book that showed up on spinner racks and gas stations. It's not from a major publisher. It would be very unusual. This publisher is located in California, so maybe there were stores down there, and this is some kind of local phenomenon or something. But I sincerely doubt it. And at this point in the 80s, there were 1, 2, 3. There were maybe 3 or 4 publishers that would routinely get on newsstands and had newsstand distribution, which would be the kind of comic books that you're talking about right here. And one of those publishers was Marvel, the other was DC. I can't remember the name of the third one, but they published reprints of Marvel and DC stuff, or maybe just Marvel stuff. And then you had sometimes some independent books would get picked up because they happen to be in the same area as a distributor, and that distributor would distribute them to local books, so local stores. So maybe that's the case here, but I sincerely doubt it. You also did have some stores like Westfield Comics. At this point, I believe at this point in their time, they acted as a distributor too, a little bit. Not an uncommon thing, like Heroes World did that in the 90s. That's why Marvel bought them and then immediately went bankrupt and bankrupted them. But yeah, this was not on a spinner rack in a gas station, which means it's very unlikely to have been bought to shut the kids up on a family trip. It's possible. Don't get me wrong, but probably unlikely. Wow, I'm glad I opened up this next book off stream before I opened it up on stream. So we're at the point in time where we got the stuff I actually paid money for, right? And oh my goodness, I can't show the back cover of this thing either. Holy moly. Okay. Well, we can show the front cover. I saw this. I was like, cool, Razor's Edge. That like looks like some kind of cool cover. It feels very 90s, actually. And then I opened it up, the inside front, and we got like this crazy dude over here, and then we got him like cutting somebody's head off. And I was just like, you know what? This feels like we're in the 90s. I'm sold. I was just flipping through this, and we got like full frontal nudity and stuff in this book, so I probably won't be doing a review of it. Is it all one story or what? It says it's an anthology on the cover. Oh, dude, that's pretty cool. That is some pretty cool line art. Damn it to hell. That's probably where he's sending that dude. No, this cannot be. But yeah, I was flipping over here to like one story later, and yeah, we definitely cannot show what's going on those pages, although we can kind of show these two pages here. So it looks like there's two different stories here, because this is like, I don't know, she must be like some kind of agent or something, because she's got like a domino mask and a big hat on. She's Carmen Sandiego, I guess, and she's busy taking off her clothes in the panel under my fingertips. So we ain't gonna be showing none of that. Pretty solid line art, though. Oh, yeah. She must be like some kind of assassin or agent or something, because there's like the last page of the story. And we got another story here. There's 3 stories in this book. This last one's called Poison with a Z. And it's like some kind of magic using like stuff going on here. I like the line art, though. Sexy girl with arm blades, which apparently is XLG's favorite trope. All right. Well, this had a lot more Ghibli bits in it than I expected. I expected ultra violence, not floppy bits. But that's not the world we live in. We got floppy bits too. All right. Next up, we got The Mighty Barbarians, issue number 3. And I don't know, issue 2 was just kind of mediocre. Okay, here we go. Now we have something that caught my interest. We got a jumping... Oh, he's running. It's a running T-Rex. You know? At first you had my curiosity. Now you have my interest. I'm just flicking the book across the room. That's where I'm at, man. T-Rex versus whatever this thing is. I'm there for it. I am so there for it. Why didn't you just put a T-Rex in every other issue of this book and have it eat whatever that is? Like, what is that, a dragon? It must be a dragon. I don't know. So yeah, I kind of forgot what was going on in this series. Like, it's kind of forgettable. The heroes are from different worlds. They got banded together by Morgana, and they're trying to collect artifacts to stop like some mind-controlling alien or something like that that's invading every world, I think. And I think that was issue 1, so that means I really have no idea, no recollection what happened in issue 2, which does not bode well for the book. Like, if I'm honest, that kind of bodes poorly. Pretty poorly. But yeah, that's The Mighty Barbarians. I don't know why I gotta say it that way. But in this world, I gotta say it that way. Also, Ninja Weasel, I saw your comments about John Wick 4. And I'm glad you enjoyed it, Matt. Yeah, I wasn't kidding about that scene at the Arc de Triomphe. Like, that was just, it was wild. It was wild. That movie's exhausting. Like, by the time you get to the end of that thing, it's like, oh my gosh. As somebody watching this, I don't know how I survived. How Mr. Wick survived, nobody knows. Absolutely nobody. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Well, we might as well look at Dune, House Harkonnen. This book feels real thin compared to these other ones. Thinner paper stock, maybe? Let's see. I think. Hold on. I better just make sure that's safe. Okay, she's not actually topless. She was just brushing her hair. I kind of lost the plot with what was going on in this, and I didn't read the last issue yet. So I don't really know what's going on here. You know, we got politicking, we got scheming. Apparently we got lots of like marital combat. And until I read the last issue, I'm probably not going to pay too much attention to this one. And it's weird. I started reading issue 5, and I didn't recognize anything that was going on. Did I not read issue 3 or something? I don't know. I got to set aside to read. Or issue 3. I mean issue 4. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe I didn't read issue 3 either. I don't know. I feel like I missed something big before the previous issue. And until I figure out what that something was, we ain't going to be touching issue number 6. But the art looks good. And hopefully it's pretty good to read. I don't know. I just work here, bro. Send Elizabeth to Paris donation goal. No, I don't really want to go to Paris, man. All right. I hope that your hype is building up. Okay? I hope you're feeling the hype, because next up, yeah, this crazy cracked out maniacal book. I got no idea what's going on here. Every month I get one of these, I say something like, oh man, I should go listen to this Osaka pop star stuff and hear what this is all about. And then I immediately forget about it as soon as I'm done talking about it. And then I just wait for the next month for the next issue of Sweetie. Absolutely crazy book. So to recap, she's Sweetie, Candy Vigilante. She makes pixie sticks that melt bad people. She's a waitress who got kidnapped by Candy and brainwashed into becoming her servant. He's a werewolf that likes sugar. Got it? And she opened up like her evil candy factory, which is actually a good candy factory, and is opening up a candy store at the bar, which used to be called like the Ice Cream Bunny, I think. You know what? I don't remember. Yeah, let's see, it was the Ice Cream Bunny, but I don't remember if the store or the bar was turned into this candy store. I don't remember that part for sure. But whatever. They got a factory, they got a candy store, and she's out to get revenge against her parents' business partner's son, who is evil and apparently, you know, killing everybody. All right. Did you get that entire summary down? There will be a test later. And if you fail the Candy Vigilante test, that means you're going to get dissolved by one of her pixie sticks, okay? You don't want that. Nobody wants that. I'm going to pause for just a second and take a little drink and put XLG's chat up here. Okay. Yeah, man, I was talking a bunch. I had to get a little drink. You know how it be. Also, hey, hold on. Before we get any further into this, we are going to take a complete like diversion. Look at this cute hat. I saw on Discord and was replied to me on my Final Fantasy channel. But look at this cute hat. Like, they just gave me this cute hat. And anytime I'm out gathering stuff, I'm going to be wearing that hat. It is such a cute hat. Anyway, I digress. Not that I'm streaming Final Fantasy 14, because I know somebody out there who will remain nameless, but somebody out there, he doesn't want to watch it. So we're not doing it. Plus, I'm only on the free trial with no limit to insert the meme here. Oh, man. Look at this crowd they got for their candy store. I just love it, man. I don't know. Something about this series is just so crazy and over the top and weird that I love it. Like this dude, man. He's got like a little Smarty necklace here, and he's just nom, 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 nom. Like these dudes are all going to get diabetes and just keel over, except they're like fairy tale creatures. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out, man, because when I'm harvesting, I want to be wearing that hat because that hat was cute. I mean, I might find a cuter hat, but for right now, I won't be wearing that hat. Dude, look at this guy. He's like two-fisting candy over here. XLG, is this you? Did they put you in this game? He does look like a French Canadian right there. That's all I'm saying. Look at them eyebrows. That's all I'm saying, man. InstaSuite instead of Instagram. God. Dude, I don't know why I love this book. Nothing about this book makes a lick of sense. And I still eat it up with a spoon. I'm like this dude. Just imagine like 6 issues, like 6 comic book issues rolled up real tight. That's me. All right, that's me right there. I'm coming in there. There's my shop man. He's kind of giving me that look of superiority. You confess of being afraid of what could happen if I exhaustively, meticulously meet Final Fantasy XIV's possibilities. Don't worry about it. It's a modern MMO. I'm not going to exhaust its possibilities. I've already done that with City of Heroes, pretty much. We don't need to go down that road with another game. Let's just kind of flip later in the book and see what happens. Those are the cops, right? Yeah, those are the cops. A cherry. Wait. What does that mean? I forgot. What does that mean, officer guy, dude? Honeybee. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh, game. Book. You're giving me stuff I want to see. And too much of it. It's too much. It is too much. But that's the world we live in, where it is too much. I got one more book for us tonight. And it's the book I'm most looking forward to. I mean, I was looking forward to this. This was a weird, fun-looking find. But no. Right here, this is it. The book of the week. Like, book of the year. Book of the century. Yeah, that's probably an exaggeration. Those last two are probably exaggerations. But definitely a book I'm loving a lot, man. Our hero. He's getting blackmailed by his daughter. This is going to go about as well as you might expect. Whoo! Parental violence. Do I have time to pack before CPS removes me and Hannah from the home? Oh boy. Tangent incoming. Have you played? No, I haven't played Lollipop Chainsaw. It doesn't really interest me that much. Dude, where's this going? Oh, she had it coming. Yeah, he's trying to talk his wife down. She's like gone into crazy wife mode. Let's see. Ooh, things are getting serious here. Hey, it's Full Metal Alchemist, Armstrong, right? That dude's making me think of Armstrong. Big, super buff looking dude, cute little frou-frou animal. That is so Armstrong right there. Right, that's his name, right? Here, Ninja Weasel will correct me if I'm wrong. Sweetie reminds you of that? Yeah, it's a similar aesthetic. Are they shooting this dog or what? Those look like shell casings. Sorry, I'm just like staring at this page trying to comprehend it. Oh my goodness, we're getting into some crazy stuff here. So you want to talk about books that are Hotline Miami? It's Hotline Miami. Sorry, I know. Like for the last 20 minutes there, I was just staring at that one panel trying to comprehend it. But that's the world we live in, man. I love Chicken Devil. Yeah, I still buy Something Is Killing My Patience when it comes out. The Penguin by Tom King. Oh, well, there's a book I won't be reading. Action Comics presents Doomsday. Yeah, I won't be reading that. Showcasing the cover art. So this is just an art. Okay. Gnort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. You may know Gnort as the bumbling Green Lantern who protects Space Section 68. Then again, you may not know. There's got to be something in here I want, right? Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance. Logan's best that there is at what he does. What he does is very nice. When innocent blood is spilled, Johnny Blaze becomes the Ghost Rider. Yeah, this is just ad copy. What is about this deadly new villain that forces our two heroes to team up? Why would... Okay, hold on. Serious question. Why would Ghost Rider, one of the most powerful dudes in the Marvel Universe, at least that hangs out on Earth, need to team with Wolverine for? He's got supernatural senses. He's nigh indestructible. He's insanely strong, and he can one-shot any mortal being with his penance stare. Why? What on earth does he need Wolverine for? Screw that. I'm not getting that book. That's stupid. What if Dark? Oh, they're still in Dark from DC, huh? Yeah, I don't really care. You're not even going to get me with this Ben Grimm book here. Ben Grimm is Venom. That's stupid. Like, even for a what if, that's kind of dumb. The Madness. Sarah Ross been using your power as a thief, stealing from the rich and while keeping it. So the day she stole from the wrong person, high place official who pressures the government to assassinate her. The plot, aided by so-called good superhero sponsored by the government, misses her but wipes out her family. She's mad by grief, Sarah, and hidden. Yeah, okay. Kind of, you lost me. I like revenge stories, but that kind of lost me. Mech Cadets. General Park, head of Sky Corps Academy, must assemble a team of heroes to protect humanity from alien invasions. Stanford. Oh, this is a sequel to some other book. Because I remember this You guy. Was it Mech Academy or something? I don't remember. But this is a sequel to another book. Fire and Ice. More than 4 decades ago, two iconic creators came together to bring to the silver screen an amazing new world of magic and adventure. That one I'm definitely kind of thinking about. Put an X right there for X-Men. Addams Family, no. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, nope. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, nope. Cole, Something Is Killing the Children, horror vibes mixed with Goonies-style adventures. 5 friends set out to shoot a short film on a forbidden rock near their home the summer before they all go their separate ways. But that's not really why they're there. One of them has lied, and that lie will change their lives. Okay, yeah, whatever. The Enfield Gang Massacre. That Texas Blood duo returns to Ambrose County, Texas with an all-new mini. Okay, I don't care. Sacrificers. Tomorrow is a harmonious paradise thanks to 5 families make everything perfect for the price of 1 child per household. No. Schlub. Already know. Plot holes. Already know. Well, I guess that's it. There's like one book out of all this stuff right there. Fire and Ice. That's all we got. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. We're rolling back here. We're rolling back in the commentary. Not because of this comment, but this one. That's not true. A lot of things are magnetic. In fact, most things are magnetic. You're going, well, how can that be? Isn't like just iron magnetic and maybe nickel? Dude, that's ferromagnetic. There's also paramagnetic, okay? Let's see if I can find a Wikipedia link or something here that will talk about it. Let's see, ferromagnetic. Yeah, there's paramagnetic. Oh, and diamagnetic. I forgot about them. So here. Now, this is not the kind of physics that I did a lot of, okay? But you're about to get a lesson in pain, all right? So there are multiple types of magnetism. Just about everything that has every material that exists, because everything has electric charge, if it's not just like stripped off neutrons, definitely interacts electromagnetically, because it all has either an electric moment or a magnetic moment, and the magnetic field will affect both of those. All right, bro? So right here, ferromagnetism is what you're thinking of. And there's more things that are ferromagnetic than just like a couple of things. Yeah, here we go. Rare earth metals. That's why neodymium magnets are such a big thing, bro. That's why they're like strip mining entire continents these days. That's an exaggeration. To get that stuff. But there's a lot of other things that are paramagnetic. All right? So you apply a strong enough magnetic field, that stuff will get drawn to it. Some things have magnetic like moments that will repel. So there's all kinds of stuff like that. So all Magneto's power, the master of magnetism, all he does is he applies magnetic fields and controls them. Except here's the problem, XLG. Here's the problem, bro. Do you know what a magnetic field is? A magnetic field is a wave because it's communicated by photons. That's a photon, a little Greek gamma character. So part of this potential is the B field. Part of this potential is the E field. So anywhere you have a magnetic field, and I'm going to draw this magnetic field going into the page. That's why it's an X. This is B. Even if you're really good at controlling like the electric fields, it's still being transmitted by this guy. It's transmitted by photons. And so because of that, your magnetic field, B, is always going to interact with an electric charge, no matter what that charge is. Here's just an electron. It'll interact with that. The electron doesn't have a magnetic field intrinsic to it, or doesn't have a magnetic moment. It doesn't go, oh yeah, I have a magnetic moment that points up or something. I mean, okay, that's not entirely true because electrons have spin and stuff like that, which does interact with magnetic moments. But the point is, like, it's not magnetically charged. In fact, there's no such thing as a magnetic charge. You can only have magnetic dipoles because a monopole does not exist. But I digress. If anything has an electric charge, which we represent charge with the letter C, then a magnetic field will affect it, especially if that charge is moving. If I take a little particle here, I give it a little electric charge, look, it's a little electron, and I'm moving it this way at a velocity, and it gets into my magnetic field, X, here's what happens. It goes whoop, and that's independent of this thing having a magnetic field. So Magneto, the master of magnetism, is not just the master of moving iron around. The dude literally controls one of the fundamental forces of reality, the electromagnetic force. And since the electromagnetic force is unified with the Since the magnetic force is unified with the electric force to make the electro force, or electromagnetic force, and then that's unified with the weak force to make the electro weak force, Magneto literally can rip atoms apart if he wants to. Not just that, he can be like, oh yeah, you know what? I really feel like causing this neutron to spit out a electron and a proton like that and beta decay. He controls the weak force implicitly by controlling these guys. Now, he may not actually know how to do that, because that's kind of crazy. That's mediated by a separate particle than the freaking photon over here. But these things are all related to each other. The only force that's not really related to all this is gravity, because you can't unify that son of a gun, as far as we know, with the other four forces, which are really three forces, because the electromagnetic force is really one unified force because it's carried by one particle. This guy over here, the beta decay, he's controlled by like W bosons and Z bosons and stuff, and that's a whole nother ball of wax. So maybe Magneto can't actually like handle that. He's just over here streaming photons everywhere. But you know what? If you got a high enough energy photon, you can take that little gamma and make it decay into a beta, or I'm sorry, not to beta, to like a W or something, and spit out some other junk like that. He could probably do that. He could probably do that if he really thought about it and he was a computational genius guy. Me, not a computational genius guy. I just talk about stuff. So don't ever pretend that Magneto is not like the most powerful dude in Marvel that's not like an actual deity, because Homeboy is absolutely crazy time. All right? He has one of the dumbest, most powerful power sets of any character. There is no way anybody else on Earth gets to walk around and tell Magneto what to do. No, Dr. Manhattan is way more powerful than Magneto. Dr. Manhattan can create things ex nihilo, seemingly. Or if not, he can fundamentally rearrange matter. So Dr. Manhattan can at least control the weak nuclear force and probably the strong nuclear force, because he transmutes matter, so he does nuclear reactions. Because he can take like a pool of mercury and turn it into like mercury's stupid. He can take lead and turn it to gold if he wants. Like, Dr. Manhattan is broken beyond all recognition. He sees the future, he sees the past, he lives outside of the normal stream of time. He is a very completely broken character, which made the ending of Doomsday Clock all that much more stupid. Because really, he should just be able to go whoosh and turn Superman into steam or something. But I digress. Going back over here, I use both. I use pens, I use fountain pens, I use mechanical pencils, I use number 2 pencils. I use whatever tool I feel like at the time. If you look in my notebook, I got pages that are... I haven't even got like entries in green ink in there, dude. Like, use whatever tool is at hand. Because it's a poor craftsman that blames his tools. And when you're just taking notes for yourself, you got no excuse to be a poor craftsman. That all makes sense? Oh, so let me flip this back over here. Fire and Ice, man. I'm kind of hype. I'm kind of worried, though, if I get into this, that I'm going to get, like, weird YouTube comments again. Like, there's a reason I dropped the whole Death Dealer for Zeta book thing. And it was because I did not want to deal with the like, people leaving comments like, you don't know anything. It's like, okay, I guess I will continue to not know anything because you went a little too far. You were kind of excessively rude, and I'm not having none of that. Also, have you seen this kind of stuff in action where people like flux the magnetic fields and the little ferric fluids move around? They're really alien. It looks like they're alive. It's almost as cool as non-Newtonian fluids when they move. Let me see. There's used to be YouTube videos showing this stuff. I use liquid paper with, on occasion I have. I don't usually keep that handy in here, but at work I've done that a couple of times. Let's see, I'm going to go to YouTube videos. Oh, no, I don't want to give the slow-mo guys another view. They get like 1 million views. Come on. Non-Newtonian fluid on speaker. Oh, okay, here we go. This guy's only got like 80,000 views, as opposed to like the millions these other people had. Let me mute this tab and show this monitor. I don't know how well it's going to capture this, but we're going to do this here. So he's playing sound through a speaker. And that right there is probably oobleck, which is cornstarch and water. So it's reacting to the vibrations the way a non-Newtonian fluid does, which is non-linearly. That's why it's non-Newtonian. So this kind of stuff, if you hit it, it's real hard. If you push into it gently, it's just like water. Hey, Ethereal Drag, we're getting ready to wrap up. You're 45 minutes late for the party, dude. We were just... XLG got me on a science kick, so we're watching a non-Newtonian fluid dance on the speaker head. Because we can. I love this kind of stuff. There used to be a video that I watched a long time... Well, there was a video I watched a long time ago where... is this it? 2014? Oh, this might be it. Actually, this probably isn't it. Let me look. No, this isn't it, but it kind of illustrates what I want to show. No, never mind. That one's way too dramatic. Come on. I just want one of those really old videos where somebody's making the thing dance. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is like what I was thinking of. Check this out. So he did get this thing like jumping around, but that's not what I'm interested in. This is too cool. This kind of stuff is way too cool. Like, it's just you can tune the frequency up and down, and the material will behave completely differently. Oh, there we go. Anyway, there was one of these I watched a long time ago where the dude is just making the stuff, and it like writhes up off, and it looks like a bunch of tentacles kind of coming up and like twitching around. It's not getting up completely like off of the material like this guy is showing. But you can kind of get the idea. Like, this is just fascinating stuff here. Anyway, Ethereal Dragon, I hope you're having a great Wednesday, my dude. We got done looking at the books, but we're going to go through them again real quick now that we've had our oobleck for the day. And, yeah, I want to actually, like, screw around with that guy. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, hold on. We just found the mothership video. He's going to hydraulic press this stuff. Okay, that's slow. Oh, but look at that. Look how it responds at the end there to the extreme strain when it's put under heavy pressure. It solidifies. It ought to break back apart. Yeah, you can see it's starting to goop in places. Isn't that amazing? And that's a liquid. Oh, he must have pressed all the water out of it, so it just turned into cornstarch. Oh, that's wild. Do you do it again? At a different speed or something? Oh! Wow! And that was a liquid, man. Like, all this kind of stuff is just crazy. Anyway, I've went off on a complete tangent here that has nothing to do with New Comic Book Days. We're going to watch one more, then I'm going to stop. Oh, that's wild. That looks like gelatin. That's got to be a block of Jell-O he just squished, huh? Anyway, science is weird. All right, there. That's your takeaway for the day. Science is weird. All right, let's get back to the books, and we'll do our wrap-up real quick like. So, my shop man, like I said, was picking out my free books for me, and he's like, I got to get this guy some really weird stuff. So we apparently have issues from the comic book adaptation or sequel of or something of Little Monsters, a movie I've never actually watched, but that's Howie Mandel under a bunch of makeup. You might remember him as that guy that hosts a game show with no hair. Blessed hydraulic press, I know. Plus, let's not forget, this is the time of Doggeroo. He's back, guys. He is back. This is going to take the world by storm, all right? Then we got Mighty Barbarians, which hopefully is picking up a little bit and will be less kind of forgettable. Dune, House Harkonnen, which I haven't read issue 5 yet, so, you know, we'll be putting that off till I do. This book, which I got to be careful about opening, but I do want to show, like, the guy getting murdered on page 1, because dude just absolutely gets his face murdered here. And by his face, I mean his neck. And by his neck, I mean he's just the dead guy. That's blood everywhere with crazy line art. And of course, we can't forget Sweetie. And most importantly, we can't forget Chicken Devils. And here on the my pre-order for graham crackers, the only thing I found was Fire and Ice. I put an X there, but whether I actually go through with it or not, I don't know. So, that's what we got. I don't know what that means in this context, XLG. They're overhyped? What does that even mean? Like, I know you're doing a bit and you're being jokey and stuff, but I don't actually know what that means. What does that even mean, dude? Like, you gotta explain this one to me. You gotta tell me about this one. Because we just don't know. Alright? We just don't know. No, you're not gonna say anything? Okay. That's fine. You don't gotta say nothing, man. You don't gotta say nothing. I mean, the book's not even about the Harkonnens. Mostly, it's just they're in it a little more heavily than they were in the previous book. And I guess we're about to see like one Harkonnen kill like his brother here is what's about to happen in that book. So I guess it should be titled House Harkonnen. But they're evil. They're bad guys. They're the baddies, if you will. They're the baddies. If we had raids on Twitch or YouTube here, we would totally go raid somebody. But there's no such concept as a raid here, as I understand it. So I think we just have to wrap up, right? We just got to get out of here. Unless there are raids, and I just don't know how to use them. Which, I'll be honest, YouTube is not friendly when it comes to its user interfaces or any of that kind of stuff. So there could be a real easy big raid button here, and I just have no idea where the dang thing is. Wait? What am I waiting on? What am I waiting on? Like I'm about to hit in stream. You tell me to wait? You can't just say wait. Oh, am I going on Twitch later? Probably, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I guess if I do go on Twitch, I'll be playing City Heroes and working on some Incarnate stuff. I should probably stream some of that kind of material before I just suddenly jump to a video that's like, and here I am completely equipped and ready to go for no matter what happens. Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess I'll probably be on the Twitch later. Unless like say Six Osiris is suddenly like, man, let's do something. But he doesn't even appear to be streaming right now, so the odds of that are pretty low. Yeah, there's nothing going on over there, man. All right, that's my cue. I'm getting out of here. We actually made it to the 1 hour mark, thanks to the very silly hydraulic press videos that kind of extended the stream about like 10 minutes, plus that rant about how physics works. We had that thing too. You all take care of yourselves, you beautiful people, and hope to see you again next time. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye, and here is a thumbs up for you.